Hello, how are you?
No, I guess I'm alright. I'm hanging in there for whatever kind of holiday it is. How about yourself?
I'm here, better than not being here.
I feel like on a good day, I'm like happy to be here, but in this case, it's like, what's next on, you know, around the corner?
Yeah. So are we interviewing each other or I'm a little confused.
Let's just go for it. You introduce yourself. I'm Jeffrey Lyseth, Spirit Navigator. It's been a thing for a while. I'm 26.
So wait a minute. So are you interviewing me for your show right now or
This one is just for whatever purposes.
okay. So okay. I'm just really confused.
Well, you introduce yourself. Who are you?
My name is Claude. I'm 25. I live in Youngstown, Ohio. Sometimes I make stuff when given the chance. And, sometimes I can be sporadic. But that's another story. But yeah, that's who I am.
So, what kind of questions do you have in particular?
So this project I'm doing involves I'm trying to interview at least 100 people and record their responses and basically turn their responses into music. The questions, they start out like simple, like what's your favorite this, what's your favorite that, and then I start asking about like fear. Then like I start asking questions about hate, questions about sadness, questions about like who you are, what kind of excites you, like stuff like that. And then like it eventually gets a little bit philosophical, a little deeper, questions about love, and that's like pretty much it. And then I'm gonna record them and use the recordings to make a personalized song with each interview. And you would be today my 30th interview.
All right. So, on your end, are we rolling?
Yes.
All right. So, I guess fire away. I'm ready.
All right. What's your name?
Jeffrey Michael Lyseth.
How old are you?
26, but I feel like a dinosaur.
I feel that. How are you doing today?
Today I'm alive. Thriving, maybe.
Well, that's good. Do you know what your name means?
I've heard it's something to do with like maybe it's like darkness, dark prince.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I've heard there's like some person that was like a bad evil king, or maybe it's the opposite, but maybe it's a peaceful thing. But yeah, I've heard stories of Jeffrey in my time.
Oh wow. I didn't know Jeffrey meant that. But that's cool. What's your favorite color?
I'd say now it's a solid green, and like any other day, it might be like purple.
Nice. What are your hobbies?
Well, I would say hobbies would have to include bird watching, and I collect like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and license plates.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have guessed that would be your answer. I would have thought you would have said something about music or...
Really specific like releases of bands that like, maybe not do like that again or something.
Well, you make music too, though, right?
Yeah, but now I wouldn't consider it a hobby. I would consider it more like a chore.
Oh. Well, that's probably not good. I mean, shouldn't... Well, if if it feels like a chore, then why do it?
It's like the kind of like the misery of art is like I'm miserable if I don't do my chores, but if I don't do my chores, there's just gonna be so much that I'm gonna have to later on like, deal with and organize and put together. So like that in a way for me is just like I have to get this done because like it's weighing on me, and otherwise I guess I would be like trying to do it in different ways maybe than what I do right now.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. Like you feel like you need it as like an outlet.
It's like something that's like I can't like not make something even if I'm like just messing around with my phone. So it's just like I gotta get it out there because that idea's in there. Especially if I like hear something from like watching a movie or like hearing somebody talk, and I'm like, oh, well, like that line that they just said, like I just need to copy that and like figure out how to apply this to my own stuff. But, yeah.
Nice. I mean, it's probably good to have that drive, though. Yeah, something like that. Do you have any pets?
I'll show you this story. I did have a pet. I had a cat. This cat got really sick and like didn't know it was gonna get sick. It was like a jungle curl kitten, and I like moved away to like Seattle at the time, and like the cat did die like in Chicago, and never got to say goodbye. Even though I really did like love, I really love that cat. So ever since then, I never invested. I don't know if I will.
How did the cat die?
From some sort of cancer. It's like it was like it happened like just to get like really just disgustingly sick.
Aw. That sucks. That's sad. Aw. Yeah. Well, I mean, cats are amazing either way, so.
My sisters and like my mom, they all have like a lot of pets, so it's just kind of like now I get to enjoy that and not have to put it on me anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a favorite animal?
I think now it's rubbed off on me because I have a friend that moved out to Austin, Texas, and their favorite animal, red panda, and like it's now one of those things for me. It's like, oh, you have to really travel out to like the San Francisco Zoo or something to go and see like an actually like a lot of red pandas, and that to me is like okay. Like I've always like growing up, I was really into like reptiles, like the lizards, geckos, and So that I feel like I just if I go to like an exhibit, it's like the first thing I'll probably check out, and then I'll make my way around to like the fuzzy stuff.
Nice. Oh, what about a favorite movie?
I'd say now it's Bella's Afraid.
Really? I still haven't seen that one. I've heard that there's like some crazy stuff in that movie, I've heard.
It's really a ridiculous one. I've watched it with like by myself. I watched it like with my family, and like this one, no matter which way you go about it, it's going to affect you. And like maybe not in the ways that you wanted to, but there's just like there's a lot of hidden messages and like little things to pick on that I'm like this is why it's so different. I don't know. I'm really like I wasn't too crazy about the Ari Aster stuff before, but this one is one of those ones where I had no clue what the fuck I was watching the entire time.
Yeah, I kind of like movies like that though. Oops. Do you have a favorite dessert?
I'd say now it's like a New York style cheesecake.
Nice. Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
Like I'll share this. Like I had a brother in-law, my sister's husband. He was really close to us. Like he's basically been here part of my life, like my entire life. He committed suicide, and after that, I swear there was moments of like actual signs. I feel like from another side, like that. It just wasn't. It wasn't my emotions or anything like tricking me. It was like literal things where only he would know what to do in the other world to like let us know that there was something beyond. That's kind of where I'm like. Before then, I was very much like nothing exists, and I don't know. That really triggered, I guess, like being more spiritual, open-minded again. Whenever I was younger, I really encouraged like everything, and then I was like going through these psychedelic experiences and was like, I don't think anything is real. This is like what life is and stuff. And I don't know. I guess spirituality has this weird way of tying yourself like in this bun of like existentialism and stuff. So for myself now, it's like I'm now spiritually connected to like at least like trying to like talk to spirits and stuff like that again.
Oh, really?
Definitely. I mean, I know it might sound crazy to other people, but like you're always kind of open to like if I could say something or like let like this energy or the spirit know like what I'm trying to convey, then like that's a really good thing. There was this time, like whenever I was younger, playing shows with like my friends, I felt like whenever it was just like us out in nature, playing in the mounds, we really felt like there was maybe a ghost and like stuff like around, like getting to experience like that one moment that we did not record or whatever,
Yeah. Okay. That's intense. So do you think you've actually like come into contact with any spirits, or?
I would say so.
what is that like? Like, what has that been like?
So personally, yeah, there's even this moment where I felt like me and my family we went out me and my sisters we went out to eat somewhere, and like afterwards just like this sign had happened of like this particular song played, and then we get into the car and we like hit on the CD player, happened to be like this one particular song, and so it's just like there was like beyond maybe coincidence of like other ways of trying to get messages to you, and I don't know, definitely I feel like whenever you experience something a little strange, you're still trying to wrap around like all the possibilities of how that maybe isn't spiritual.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah, it's like hard to know like what it could be and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you believe in God?
Not anymore. I can't say yes or no truthfully though. I will totally. I always have those moments of like, oh God, like don't let me get pulled over, you know. So, I can't tell if that's like enbrandment from like bad childhood or trauma. What?
Yeah, I do. What's your zodiac?
They say it's Scorpio, but I've looked slightly into it. It doesn't exactly. Really can't tell because it's a little tricky. Like me and my dad are born on the same day. Really similar stuff, but we are completely like opposite people too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really
Wait, you and your dad are born on the same day?
same day. Of like
Oh wow.
this like particular like birthmark in the same eye, same spot on the chest. Like really interesting how genetics like tied that one in. But on the spectrum of the moon, maybe I think there was like a whole shift or something.
Yeah. It I know like it's weird, like I know I have twins in my family that are both the same, but like they're both Virgo, but they're total opposites. So it's like it's hard to say if there's any truth to it, but also I do attract like a lot of like the same signs into my life, so I don't know, it's hard to say, but yeah. So do you have a favorite song?
Probably This Is the End, The Doors.
Okay, I don't think I know that one.
The End, yeah, The Doors, that one's like, it's the one about, you're gonna kill your father and fuck your mother.
Nice. What's one of your guilty pleasures?
I really don't know if I is guilty anymore. If I don't sometimes feel guilty over like pleasuring myself per se, but I mean, I guess it's always. mean, I would always say it's like something more like situational. It's like doing a crime, or like something that gets your adrenaline going per se. It can be in the bedroom or outside.
What do you mean by that?
Like I feel like there's like always weird guilty pleasures. It's like maybe I don't do that all the time, but I might do that here and there. Or like a simple cash grab. It might not always be in the feet play, but if there's cash grab involved, then that it might be a little guilty pleasure later.
Wait, what? Okay. I just was confused, honestly.
Oh well, yeah. I say guilty pleasures like situational stuff. That's like.
So you think it's you? So you only feel guilty depending on the situation?
Yeah, like I feel like especially if it's like something like illegal, like doing it out in public. That's whenever you're like, okay, that might, if I get caught, yeah, I might feel a little guilty then.
Yeah, but I mean, are there things that you just feel guilty, even if no one's watching?
Maybe like stealing like money from your grandma or something.
You've done that?
Grandma, don't listen to this podcast.
Have you actually done that? No way.
On the record, I mean, I can't say if I have or not.
You can't say if you have or not. Okay, that's fair. All right, I'll take that as an answer. What's the first thought that came to your mind as soon as you woke up this morning?
I'll go ahead and sum this up. Alright, actually, no, the very first thing, I was actually drinking last night. So the very first thing I woke up this morning, I was like, I didn't want milk, I didn't want water, but for some reason I wanted Coke. So I poured myself a whole big cup of Coke first thing in the morning, 6 in the morning, and took 2 sips of it and was like, alright, I'm going back to bed. So I guess that was my first thing, was I gotta drink something, but it's not gonna be fucking water.
Damn. Okay. Did you end up drinking water at all? Well, that's good. I can't stand people that there's people that don't drink water.
Yeah, they don't understand how to actually hydrate their bodies.
It's really gross. I've known people that they only drink pop or juice.
They probably wonder why they have skin problems and sleeping problems and everything else.
Yeah, it's really gross. Tell me a random fact about you.
Ooh, so whenever I was in the 4th grade, I went to this Goodwill thrift shop place with my family, and I bought myself the very first the Stroke shirt, and I was totally a fan too. So I just happened to get lucky that day. It felt like the luckiest day of my young elementary years.
I like that. Ooh, all right, 1 minute. Yeah, do you want to wait until I'm done asking you and then you'll ask me? Or would you rather... Okay. There's a lot. There's 84 questions. But you can skip some if you want.
No, I'm prepared. I feel like I took the dive.
What's your biggest fear and why?
Kind of a relative theme of those afraid. I guess it's literally facing up to like what like you don't want to. Like in my point of view, it's like maybe not like a mommy and daddy issue, but it might be like society for being so discriminative, or just something like really like abstract, like you're fighting against the wall. Like that is like a fear for me. I feel like that's, or obviously like one of the big ones is like, you know, you're trapped somewhere in the dark and you only have like so much oxygen, like this whole Titanic submarine situation. Like that's a fear. Like who would want to die with like 5 random people and a dark hole real fast with, or whatever.
Yeah, I get that. What is fear to you?
Yeah, fear, I guess, for me, beyond, I guess, the actual definition, it's like a troubling medicine that you have to take because you're deathly ill, and if you don't take it, then you're obviously dying. Some people, I guess, are cool with dying, so maybe it's a bad example.
I think I get what you're saying, though. Why do you think? Oh wait, why do we feel fear?
Yeah, I think that we feel fear out of pure what's the word I'm looking for? Like what? Like the similar word, like brainwashed. We're all like compelled to believe like certain stuff. I think it becomes out of like peer pressure to make you like believe this ideology. And maybe if it's an actual human instinct that's like just embedded in us, then I feel like fear comes from something like the body is uncomfortable with feeling or getting exposed to.
I get what you mean. Why do you think people fear things that pose no threat?
Right, exactly. And that is one of those like I think maybe if you weren't taught or seen certain things or maybe put in certain situations, you wouldn't have this like complexity about like I don't know, being afraid of like the humidifier being on while I'm asleep. Like that one is just like absurd, because like what's the humidifier going to do whenever you're asleep? You know, it's just is it gonna get out of its like that kind of stuff. Is just like, why are you worried about turning off the lights whenever you go to bed? And you know, there's like this like I don't know, I guess this circle of different things that your mind is like tapping into, like this is X, Y, and Z, why I should maybe fear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I've really thought about this one, because like why exactly do you think, you know, you are afraid of it? And I wondered if it's because like you're still maybe ignoring like the true reality, or like your reality itself is like morphed. You're living in a different reality maybe.
I think I get what you mean, yeah. What's something you wish less people were afraid of?
uh, I mean, besides black people and like trans people and like a whole realm of things, like one thing I think would be like the fear of like people going to parks and stuff nude. Like it's not a big thing in the East Coast and the Midwest, but like in the West Coast, it's not really obscure to like go to a nude beach and that be like okay to like meet up with your friends and go to a nude beach.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just like some of those kind of fears that's like, why is that embedded on like you look down on that or something or not accept this, especially whenever it's really big in Europe or whatever. So I don't know. I'm always like, what the fuck? Where are the nude beaches out here?
Yeah, I never understood like why society kind of like shames the body.
Big on body judgment.
I feel like there's like a whole history behind why, probably.
AI.
But probably has to somewhat do with religion and stuff like that. But it's like I don't know. I never really understood it. Like, I mean, there's tribes that like where like women don't wear shirts and stuff. And I mean, there's places in America where like women can walk topless and
yeah, but we're still struggling to even free just like a subgroup of being okay to like do something that like we should all fucking be okay to do.
It's like what the fuck, you know? It's like pathetic. We gotta up our game.
Yeah, and I guess also with this one, like fear of yeah, we'll leave it on this fear alone because I'll move on to the next one.
Okay. What's the first thing you would do if you feared nothing?
I feel like this one has to be like something really simple, like getting naked and taking your showers outside or something like something that where you're like, okay, this is liberating and free. I'm glad I can do this now.
Nice. Do you think that we need fear?
I guess you need fear if you want somebody to buy something. So it's like, if you don't have fear, how are you going to have a market? And if you want to thrive?
You think fear can be connected to like people buying things?
That's the Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome? Well, how do you mean?
I like to bring up like in Kurt Cobain's like Aero Zeppelin lyric, like once you get to a certain point, you could shit up on stage and there'll be fans, and it's the same degree. It's just like even if you really degrade yourself and really put yourself like at your lowest, or you're like exploited for being at your lowest and stuff, there's still going to be these people that's surrounding this and supporting it or spreading it. So it's like you're not going to be able to stop that.
Okay. I know what you mean. Alright. Is there anyone in your life that you can say you hate, and if so, why?
I hate Satan. Satan is such a dick.
So no real life people.
Sure, I could probably say I hate some real life people. We'll go with like Jared from Subway. I hate that fucking dude.
I'm like somebody you know though. Like I'm talking like somebody that you've talked to. Unless I mean maybe you have talked to Jared from Subway. I don't know.
Oh, I talked to Jared. Yeah, I mean to say like on somebody I really know that I hate. I think they know.
They know. Okay, fair. What does the word hate mean to you?
I feel like it's beyond the actual definition term. I think it's suffocating. Also, like one of those like moments of like you're trying to upload something, but your internet just keeps crashing, but you have to upload it because like it's maybe for school when you got to get a grade and it has to has to happen. So like it's one of those like fuck moments. That's like what hate is. I feel like it's a pressure point or a bong without any weed.
Okay, nice. I like that. Would you say you are a person who has a lot of hatred in their heart?
I don't think that I've given up like hate for like people that are still wanting to eat meat, and I like hate people that want to live on the streets and like don't want to make money.
Wait, what? Really?
No, I'm joking here, but it's just like it's like I'm not like a person that's like wants to like list off all the reasons or things like to hate. But I can totally like understand hating some shit like, oh, why am I like waiting in this line for too long, even though I'm one of the people that are contributing to this.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Well, like, would you say that like you could ever be like angsty?
Oh, for sure. I think that comes maybe with the territory.
Like, often or just sometimes? Or like, would you say it's like a lot of your personality or not really?
Oh yeah, probably not really too much because maybe whenever I was younger, had like that kind of fire about different stuff, for sure.
Okay. Do you think there's anyone who hates you?
Yes.
Yes? Like a lot of people or just...
I'd like to think all my people are haters.
No. You think everyone hates you?
It's gotta fume up that fire somehow.
No, I doubt everyone hates you.
They all show up to the funeral like I fucking hated that guy. Ripping like, yeah, that motherfucker still owes me money.
No, I doubt that. I know you're just kidding though. What do you think the world would look like if hate didn't exist?
If we didn't hate each each other, we probably would have the cure for like all sexual diseases. So it'd probably be like a lot of fucking orgies.
Okay. I think somebody else answered with that actually. Somebody else said that actually.
They just would find different buddies for after buddies. They're like, okay, now that we're so cool.
Maybe, I don't know. But what about?
It wouldn't start any wars.
No wars. Okay. When's the last time you cried? How long and what made you cry?
This morning, today, I watched a video, and it just like really got to me, and started making me like just break down.
Oh, what was the video?
This one, like my family sent it to me, and like I could see, like my nephew is like now like 5, but like, he was like much younger, and
yeah.
I don't know, it's just like one of those heart warming ones, but also just like made me think like, damn, like, you know, this kid's gonna grow up with really having like a dad to really like, I don't know, really be there all the time, and I don't know, just started making me think about like everything. So I don't know, there's moments come and go, I feel, but hate to say, nobody cries. Manly people don't cry. Boys don't cry. Women don't cry. People don't cry. But maybe Tron people cry. AI cries.
AI cries? I think people cry. What makes you say that?
I feel like after COVID, there was just, or even like once COVID happened, it was just like a shutdown about how like actual maybe ways of like expressing emotions and stuff to other people, and that like really had like a big effect. That's just like my own take on it, because like you don't see a whole lot of people truly expressing like their emotions maybe too much in public, but if it's done in an artistic setting, it's like praised.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean. Like it kind of just shut people down. Like, there's sense. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I think it kind of did like shut a lot of people off from like being emotional and stuff like that, which sucks.
Yeah, only half the people are horny, I guess.
Or what?
So only half the people are horny, I guess.
Okay. How often do you cry?
Yeah, it's like I mean, probably monthly. I'd say if I was going to a doctor and they say that, I'd be like, it's monthly.
Would you consider yourself an emotional person?
I like watching like a lot of films, so it's just like if I do get into a movie, it's always gonna hit me, so it's like hard not to get emotional about stuff, especially if I'm like working on a song. I like I totally have moments of like after like putting like maybe like a really cool instrumental together and like I'm about to work on the lyrics after like doing it. It's like that can get really emotional.
So would you say like yes?
Yeah.
Okay. How's your relationship with your family on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably -10.
Oh. Like you just really don't like them?
Oh, maybe they just really don't like me. Maybe they're my haters.
Well, why is that though?
Man, you asked you asked them, all right? It's their problem, not mine.
All right. I'll have to interview your parents next, I guess.
Like, oh, that piece of shit.
Damn. That's the lowest score I've gotten so far. Damn. Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you gotta keep the glue together somehow, though.
sorry your relationship with your family sucks.
Oh yeah, we're like bubble gum sometimes. Sometimes it's popping, and sometimes it's spitting it out, and
Okay. I like that analogy. Have you ever lost a loved one?
too many to count.
Who would you say is the most important person in your life right now?
Obi-Wan Like a real person?
Yeah. I mean, I guess
Driver.
it could be Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know.
Ewan McGregor, Adam Driver, and Adam Driver actually has the same birthday as me. That's one of those reasons why I'm like, yeah, that person, yeah, right on.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd like to say another person to shout out maybe
It's hard.
No, I guess not. We're gonna hang out with like it's hard because Star Wars is at the top and like all these other people are at, but we're in the negatives here.
So you don't really know. That's what you're saying.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say it's anybody in particular.
So is it like yourself then?
No, then if it has to be like somebody, then it'd be like what Agent Taylor, Dave Portman, shout out, solid artist,
Cool.
still alive.
What sort of things make you sad generally?
Yeah, it'd be like whenever I smoke all my weed, whenever there's only maybe like a sip of gin, if there's only one beer, or if I happen to eat all the snacks.
Okay. I can't even take you seriously right now. It's like some of these questions are really serious and you're just like, but that's fine. That's cool.
Those ones really get me going.
It's okay. I like playing, so it's fine. Why do you think we cry?
I definitely think the reason why that we cry is because like it's a matter of overthinking, and also like trying to maybe like give that opportunity to be vulnerable in that experience if it is something that's like impactful. I mean, sure, there's like stuff that's like gonna make you like instantly cry from like pain, but I feel like emotionally it's about like the way like that experience is actually like put itself on you.
Okay, gotcha. What is sadness to you?
Yeah, I think sadness, not exactly depression, but sadness is able to look at something like the glass is half full, but you're seeing why all the reasons that glass is half full and the reasons why it could be full all the time. So it's a matter of like a way of thinking about how there's all these problems that aren't being fixed and they can be fixed, but they're not getting fixed because of these other reasons. It's a little bit different than depression because depression has its own whole like part of the mental health aspect in the actual brain, but sadness I think is something where everybody can experience because you're able to see like if something maybe didn't exactly hurt you, but you do see it, you're able to see that sadness. That I think is a way of associating it with it not being like, I think that's one of those things where people put sadness and depression together and just think it's the same thing whenever it's a completely different reality whenever you do see stuff that's sad.
I get what you mean. Do you ever feel lonely or depressed?
Yeah, I'm a lonely one.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm so lonely and I'm so depressed.
Are you being real?
Oh, definitely.
Well, why?
Alright, not to say like I'm a like brooding on all of the worst things that has happened or could happen, but it's among the line of like not wanting to change. That's like a really big part I think about depression. It's like, yeah, you could, but do you want to? No.
Like an example of things, like
Yeah, for one
things
example.
that you could change.
Yeah, like for one example is like, you know, do you actually like, you know, want to get up and you know, maybe for like simple tasks like reorganize stuff and take a walk, but emotionally you're like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to not do anything, you know, or sit and like mess around on guitar for whatever because you don't want to like be part of society and stuff like that. I think is a bit of the depression aspect.
I get it. Yeah, I've been there.